What's going on, Guardians? TBL here in Sepia Tone, and it's Arms Day once again. So let's check out what the gunsmith has brought for us this week. For the Judith D, roll number 1 is going to be the one that catches your eye immediately, because it does come with a mixture of some pretty interesting perks. It's got the Sure Shot iron sights, it comes with ground control, reactive reload, and the final tree gives you the options of speed reload, high caliber, and small bore. Small bore, of course, giving you a nice little boost to range and stability at the cost of reload speed and your magazine size. Ultimately, this is going to be the best roll of this gun for this week. The mixture of ground control and reactive reload gives it the potential to 2-tap in PvP, but you're really going to be looking for something like rifled or reinforced barrel rather than small bore. Remember, you've got to hit those all too important range stats on hand cannons, but it'll make a pretty interesting PvE hand cannon, especially with speed reload there. If you got to pick one of these up, roll number 1 is definitely your choice. Next up, we've got the Suros DIS-43 Scout Rifle. Now, all three of these rolls look interesting. Roll number 1 comes with the options of perfect balance and spray and play, but lacks the overall stability that this gun really needs. Roll number 2 is probably going to be your best bet here. It gets perfect balance, oiled frame, triple tap, speed reload, and reinforced barrel, which is almost good enough. It gives it almost the stability that you would really want out of this. Roll number 3 doesn't really have too much else for you. So ultimately, I would say that roll number 2 is probably going to be your best bet. That nice little mixture of perfect balance and triple tap's going to give you a little bit of the stability that you need, and triple tap's always good for PvE. Time for the big one. Now we've got the Suros DIS-47 Scout Rifle. Now immediately you guys are going to see 2 rolls on here and be like, oh, that's it. This is the god roll. This is what we need. Roll number 1 comes with hammer forged and full auto, but really not much else. For this gun, you need a lot of stability. Remember, this thing fires almost as fast as an auto rifle does, so you really need stability on this thing. Roll number 2 really has nothing for you there. It does have high caliber rounds and injection mold, but no other real standout perks. But roll number 3, this is going to be the one most people stop and say, that's it, that's the god roll, I have to pick this up. Because roll number 3 comes with some pretty interesting perks. It's got high caliber rounds, it's got full auto, and it's got injection mold, which does give you a nice little buff to stability, which again is probably going to be the most important thing on this weapon. But if you're looking for that absolute god roll Suros DIS-47, you might want to hold on to your package for a better roll. Just again, something at the very least with hand-laid stock in that last tree. You need a big boost to stability on this gun. Alright, next up, the gunsmith is continuing his war on hand cannons with the Kumakatok HC4. Roll number 1 doesn't have any of the range that you'd need, so skip that one. Roll number 2 does come with an interesting perk mix-up of Third Eye, Reinforced Barrel, and Firefly, which is kind of a weird gun. It's a weird mixture to see Third Eye and Firefly, since one is generally a PvP perk and the other is a PvE perk. Ideally, you would want something else rather than Third Eye in that first perk tree. And finally, we've got roll number 3, which comes with a mixture of Army of One, Rifled Barrel, and Triple Tap. This is probably going to be your best bet this week. Army of One is an underrated perk. Getting those reduced cooldowns is always great for your grenades and melees. Triple Tap is a great perk for PvE, and of course, Rifled Barrel gets you that extra range that you need. Alright, and finally, the Liadmilla. We knew her well. Honestly, I would hold on to this package and wait for next week, or just buy it and shard it like we do with the rest. Alright, that's it with last week's orders. Let's check out the test weapons this week. This time around, we've got 2 Crucible weapons and 3 PvE guns. And unfortunately, one of those Crucible test weapons is the hand cannon, so have fun with that. For next week's orders, we have the Haka Zaranea D auto rifle, the Jingu Kogo D shotgun, the Tamar D sniper rifle, the Aoif Rua D sniper rifle, and finally the Omelan Uzume RR4 sniper rifle. Gonna be a big Haka week next week. But alright, Guardians, that's pretty much it for your Arms Day review video. If you picked up any of this stuff, be sure to let us know how it's working for you down in the comment section below. Alright, it's gonna be it for this one, Guardians. Thanks so much for watching, and as always, I am the Black Link. You Guardians, stay frosty.